Hello and welcome back to Chat GPT for Churches, Part 2. Today's prompt that I'm going to share actually hits home a little bit. When I did ministry work a few decades ago, not to age myself, but yes, when I did ministry work, no, not a few decades ago, I'm 20, I'm not that old. When I did ministry work about a decade ago, I would have been so grateful to have this prompt, to have the ChatGPT tool to help me create this checklist that we're going to create today, because it would have saved me so much time and not knowing what to do. Unfortunately, sometimes our heart is big and our heart is ready, but we don't have any guidance or structure, and we're just forced to do our best with the Lord's grace. But this tool today makes it easy for you as a minister or as a church leader or any type of staff position within your church or ministry to be able to carry out functions using ChatGPT. So today's prompt: create a checklist for planning a successful convalescent home ministry outreach from start to finish. We're going to just let ChatGPT do its thing, okay? It's going to give its information to us. And I always encourage in any situation to review the data and the information you're given. Never just run with it. Always check it out to make sure it aligns with what you're looking for and what you've asked ChatGPT to give you. Now, ChatGPT is not perfect, so it's not going to always get everything exactly right. It's pulling information from a lot of different sources. So just review it and make sure it aligns with what's true for you. Now, with this being in ChatGPT, the next question is, it's like, okay, great. I have all this information for me. I have a full checklist. We have prayer, vision, team formation, logistics, and ministry planning, preparation, day of outreach, and wrap up. Okay, how do I take this checklist from ChatGPT to make it useful for me to have tangible in my hands or for me to share with my team members? Well, ChatGPT has a question down below. Would you like this turned into a printable or editable format like Word or PDF? Um, yes, I would. So we're going to go over several ways that you can take the information from ChatGPT and use it. One is obviously with the option with it being changed over to a Word file. I'm going to first go with PDF, type that in, and then let this curate a PDF for me. So say that you are in agreement with all of the information here and you don't feel there needs to be any changes. You just wanted to spit out a PDF that you can actually print right now, and you can have it ready and handy to just go ahead and do what you have to do. Then let GPT do that for you. Look, it has a finger pointing towards this PDF that it's going to download to my device. There it is. I'm going to open it and I'm going to take a look at it, and here it is right here, showing you that you can just print this out. It's ready. That's it. You have a checklist ready. Oh my goodness, just thinking about how this would have been so useful to have made for me in seconds. It would have just been so much more joy and stress, less stress and confusion. But here it is today. Okay, so let's say that all the information there looks great, but it needs some tweaks. You need to add in a few items here to make this really customized to you. You can do that by letting this create it in a Word file like it's saying it would do here. Let's go ahead and say Word file and give it a moment to put it together. Now, sometimes ChatGPT will take a little bit longer because we're on the free plan. Also, keep in mind that you only have so many prompts that you can actually enter. Now, I'm on a plus plan, so I have plenty of prompts for this situation of me showing you all how to do this without limits, but you will have limits if you're on the free plan. So keep that in mind. Now, here's a doc file that has been created and it's downloaded now to my device. Thank you. All right, let's take a look at it. And if you love using Word, then go ahead and edit this. Make it editable and enable the editing here at the top. And then go ahead and edit this as you need to, and then print it out on your printer whenever you're ready. Save it to your file so you can come back to it. This makes it so much more easy to really customize. All right, another way that you can customize this information is by simply copying what it gave you and pasting it into Canva. So let's go ahead and copy this information by hovering over these double sheets and clicking that until you see the check mark. Now that the check mark is there, let's go over to Canva. And in Canva, you can search for checklists like I did here. You can search for checklists and work with any of their free templates if you want, and you're not trying to spend any money right now on a paid plan. You just need something quick. Go ahead and look for a free template, something that doesn't have the crown, and go ahead and paste that information into the individual boxes and squares so that you can customize it for you. Or you could just create a blank sheet here and go ahead and copy it on over by selecting it and selecting Control V on your keyboard and letting the information populate there. Now, obviously, this is running off of the page. It's center aligned. It's a little bit like distracting. So you do have to do a bit of formatting. So we're going to make this a little bit smaller until it's all on the page so that we don't lose anything here. And then I'm going to align this to the right, and then I'm going to just kind of squeeze this over. So you will need to format it a bit to get this to look a little bit more appealing. And then also you might have to, obviously with this, depending on the level of information given, you'll have to maybe just cut out some of this information, move it to another page, and give yourself that freedom to not have your information all smashed up like that. So, okay, let's go ahead and center align that. All right. And now if you're the type who loves using Canva, you know that there's so many ways that you can make this checklist a little bit more um, designed a little better. So that's the privilege of Canva. If you want to use the Canva design tool to add in elements of any kind, you can add in information, and you can explore and add a video or an image. So you can really get a lot more creative in Canva. Not that you can't do some of these things with the Word file, but obviously you don't have a big library of images with Microsoft Word templates. So you would just do better if you just go with Canva if you need to add in elements or images or tables with ease. So here you have it. These are some ways that you can take a checklist that was populated for you from ChatGPT and edit and customize it, or simply print out a PDF copy of what it gives you if the information aligns with what you're looking for. Right. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. Until the next time.